Spigillia in diabetes. The purpose of knowledge shared here is only educational and to increase awareness. Please always consult your family doctor before using any medicine. Self-treatment may always be injurious. डायबिटीज ठीक नहीं होती ऐसा विश्वास किया जाता है, किंतु यह सत्य नहीं है। यदि आपको डायबिटीज है और यहाँ बताए गए लक्षण आपको हैं, तो आपके लिए स्पाइजीलिया उपयुक्त दवा है। आइए जानें कि डायबिटीज नामक बीमारी में दवा स्पाइजीलिया कब उपयोगी है। फ्रीक्वेंट copious urination preceded by pressive pain in bladder which is better by micturition. Frequent copious urination, worse at night, headache and prosopalgia, mouth dry, bulimy, skin pale, wrinkled, sallow, face discoloration, sickly color, patient desires alcoholic drinks, beer, brandy, whiskey, wine, desires cold drinks, aversion to coffee, tobacco, smoking tobacco. आइए स्पाइजीलिया के अन्य महत्वपूर्ण लक्षण भी जानें। माइंड, डलनेस, स्लगिशनेस, डिफिकल्टी ऑफ थिंकिंग एंड कॉम्प्रिहेंडिंग, एक्साइटमेंट आफ्टर सैडनेस, फियर ऑफ पिंस, वीकनेस ऑफ मेमोरी, absence of ideas, difficulty of thinking, unfitness for intellectual labor, vertigo, tendency to fall on looking down, vertigo, sensation of gliding in the air as if feet did not touch the ground while walking, head falling backward during vertigo, sensation of looseness of brain, hearing periodically impaired, hearing lost, tongue cracked, fissured, putrid odor from mouth. Violence is a note of the Spigillia action. The pains are intense and it produces pains in all parts. It is a neuralgia remedy par excellence. Neuralgia of the left side. Spigillia is more left-sided than right, but by no means exclusively left-sided. The pains are burning, jerking, tearing, pressing and stitching. They radiate and extend to other parts, are worse by noise, jar, movement, change of weather, especially stormy weather. Head, eyes, face, teeth and heart are the principal seats of Spigillia action. Pains come suddenly, twitching and tearing of left side of face, now in ear, then in lower jaw, and were particularly worse by mastication. Whenever the pains were about to commence, a diarrhea set in. Trouble started by taking cold in a draught when heated by dancing. Sensitiveness to cold, to wet and stormy weather. Dark hair and dark complexion. Darting and aching pains in head, nose and eyes, and similar pains about the heart, with slow, irregular action, but no murmur. Vertigo and stooping and heat of head, sudden pains at bottom of back, the pains worse at night and morning and in damp weather. Accustomed evening smoke caused violent toothache. Cardiac neuralgia caused by tobacco. Cardiac murmurs appearing in acute rheumatism disappear under Spigillia. In the eye, neuralgias, inflammation, hemorrhagic conditions, glaucoma, presenting the symptoms of Spigillia have been cured with it. The pains of Spigillia are largely outpressing and proceed from within outward and below upward. Migraine comes from occiput and settles in or over left eye. In the eyes themselves there are intolerable pressure pains, worse on motion, but there are also stabbing pains through eye, backwards into brain. The combination of heart and eye symptoms marks spizzalia as the remedy in many cases of exophthalmic goiter. Helminthiasis, itching of anus and nose, colic and borborygmus. Helminthiasis, dilated pupils, strabismus, putrid smell from mouth, itching of nose, gripping pain in belly, throat inflamed, swallows often, pale redness in throat and swelling of mucous membrane, palpitation. Fetid breath and fetid flatus are marked features of spizzalia. There is both constipation and diarrhea, especially useful in heart cases where constipation has been a troublesome complication. Stool knotty, nodular, lumpy, covered with mucus. The bodily sensitiveness of spizzalia is paralleled by the mental irritability, but the most peculiar mental symptom is fear of pointed things as pins. Silesia has a somewhat similar symptom, but the silesia patient hunts for pins, although afraid of them. Spizzalia corresponds to rheumatism as well as to heart affections, the consequence of rheumatism. Chest pain on lying can lie only on right side. Pain in the right knee, pain as if dislocated, unable to rise from kneeling, cannot find an easy position, often for hours at night. Sensation as if he would fall, as if intoxicated, as if head would burst, as of a band around head, as if head tightly bound, as if electric sparks in temples, brain as if loose, as if nerves being cut with a fine instrument in forehead and temple, as if eye would be pushed out of head, as if hairs or feathers on lashes, upper lids as if paralyzed, eyeballs as if too large, as if sand in eyes, as if needles thrust into eyeball, as if eye would be pressed out of socket, as if eye would fly into pieces, as if eye were being pulled forward and backward, pain in eye as if it would drive him crazy, as if ear loosely stopped or a thick mist before it, as if back of nose were lightly touched by hair, or as if a gentle wind were blowing across it. Face feels as if it had been scorched, as if all muscles of left side of face from head to neck and left axilla were pierced with red-hot needles, teeth as if too long, as if left side of lower jaw would be torn out of its joint, sensation resembling pouring of fat, as of a worm rising in throat, as of a half-fluid body ascending into throat, as of a hard lump in throat, as if abdomen would burst, as if all intestines would be constricted, suffocating, as if from a quantity of water poured into windpipe, pulse as if a thread pulled through arteries, as if heart compressed or squeezed with a hand, as if heart being crushed, as if everything in the chest were too short, loose and wobbling about, as if something tearing in chest, in left scapula sensation as though blood dripping through a valve. Spizzalia is suited to anemic, debilitated subjects of rheumatic diathesis, to scrofulous children afflicted with scarides and lumbriae, to persons with light hair, pale, thin, bloated, weak, with wrinkled, yellow, earthy skin. The body is painfully sensitive to touch. The part touched feels chilly. Touch sends a shudder through the whole frame. Spizilla is a sun remedy. Headache beginning at sunrise, at its height at noon, declining to sunset. In chest affections there are stitching pains synchronous with the pulse, stammering, repeats first syllable 3 or 4 times, with abdominal ailments, with helminthiasis. The symptoms are worse by touch, contact and pressure of clothes is unbearable. Pressure ameliorates neuralgia, worse by jarring, hard step, rest ameliorates, motion aggravates, moving, shaking head aggravates, moving eyes aggravates, moves very carefully, lying with head high or on right side ameliorates, worse rising, stooping, bending forward, better whilst eating, worse immediately after, warmth ameliorates, aggravates headache. Open air causes pain in eyes, ameliorates headache. Worse from slightest draught, cold, damp, rainy, stormy weather, cold air, cold washing, cold application ameliorates neuralgia temporarily. Worse in morning on waking, pain increases and declines with sun. Worse from tobacco, also sometimes better from tobacco. Opening mouth aggravates headache. वीडियो में बताई गई जानकारी यदि उपयोगी लगी हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, वीडियो को लाइक और मित्रों में शेयर करें जिससे और लोग भी लाभ उठावें। घंटी का बटन दबाएं ताकि अगले वीडियो की सूचना आपको मिल जाए। कमेंट में लिखकर बताएं कि आप होम्योपैथी में क्या जानना चाहते हैं, मैं उस विषय पर वीडियो बनाने का प्रयास करूंगा। चैनल को अधिकतम लोगों के लिए उपयोगी बनाने हेतु अपने सुझाव लिखें। वीडियो को धैर्यपूर्वक अंत तक देखने के लिए आभार और धन्यवाद। होम्योपैथी, सेफर एंड सुपीरियर मेडिसिन। यूज होम्योपैथी, स्टे हेल्दी एंड इम्प्रूव योर इम्यूनिटी। होम्योपैथी अपनाएं, स्वस्थ रहें, अपनी रोग निरोधक शक्ति बढ़ाएं। हेल्दी पीपुल, प्रॉस्पेरस नेशन। स्वस्थ जन, समृद्ध राष्ट्र। A good guideline to remember is homeopathy as the general rule, allopathy as a last resort. If the proof of the pudding is in eating, it is impossible to deny that like cures like. To suffering humanity from homeopathy to achieve health and longevity.